Hello and welcome, my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in October to new moon in November. Wow, it's a lot. 2021. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998, can you believe it? Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, now available on Kindle, link in the description box. Can you believe it? The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hi, my gems. Outrageous, truly outrageous, truly outrageous Geminis. Let's get up in this gig. If you're new to the channel, a 7-card draw is nothing more than one card from 7 different card systems getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific timeline. We are looking at a waning moon timeline, a full moon to new moon, boop, 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 boop. Shrinking, letting go, releasing, healing, forgiving, alchemizing, that kind of stuff. Let's look at the timing here. The full moon in Aries, though it goes void, of course, at the same moment it goes full moon, which is a little tricky, on Wednesday, October 20th, 10:57 a.m. The 2 weeks going from there to the new moon in Scorpio, November 4th, Thursday, November 4th, 5:15 p.m. So what do you need to let go of, to alchemize, to release, to forgive? You sort of get the deal. That being said, it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and certainly check your other signs to get more information about the timeline we're about to look at. You know, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign going to process information differently, but oftentimes it's usually a whole other situation, connected but not the same as what goes on from reading to reading. So do check those out. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link in the description box called Booking a Reading with Mal. It is a YouTube video that you can watch. It answers most, if not all, the questions. I just sent it out to a client a couple of days ago, prospective client for a tarot party out in West Hampton, Long Island. I am from Long Island, New York. And she was like, that really answered all of our questions. So we could really have a lovely chat, and it looks like it's going to be a lovely, very enchanted afternoon. So that being said, the decks that I read are always listed in the description box. Links if you want to look into them below. There's my Vimeo on demand stuff there. I'm teaching on Facebook, on the DrawingTheCircle Productions Facebook page pretty regularly. I started doing it again, Zoom stuff. So if you want to check that stuff out, all down there. Otherwise, best advice ever, counsel ever, both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath, if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace for my beloved Geminis out there to help you really nail the shadow work. Yeah? Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. I know it's like 5 minutes of explanation, and I'll just keep making videos to explain them all. As I call upon the collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, general assembly, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, the spirit, animals, and totems, as well as the pantheons of all pantheons, for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, working with the Caroline Myss archetype deck. What is their dominant 8th chakra? Delio, the soul lesson they are learning, the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, the shadow work certainly implied there, this full to new October, November. The Avenger archetype, yay, it's in the title. You knew that already, particularly if you've been watching my channel for a while. An action family archetype, there are 9 different families of archetypes. The action is certainly a powerful one. This is what I call my social justice card, so you might be a social justicer, also known as more divine masculine than divine feminine. Second wave of ascension, the shadow attribute, which you don't want to look at. It's the toxic stuff. You don't want to look at it within yourself, and if you know about it, you certainly don't want anybody else to know about it. resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Oh no, that doesn't happen, except every day, always. The light attribute, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Now, if you look at the original meanings of words, righteous now has a much heavier vibe on it than it originally did. Right use is the opposite of abuse or abuse, right? So righteousness on behalf of society, and I would say and or oneself. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So balancing those scales of justice here for the Geminis. Let's see what's under that. Oh my God, my decks are in the wrong order. There we go. Sorry, I am a Virgo. You sort of understand, don't you, the Gemini Mercury rules like Virgo? Daughters of the Moon Tarot, next 4 chakras down. 8th chakra is mystical power, so this is crown chakra, spiritual power, third eye, mental power, throat chakra, willpower, choices and decisions, and emotional power in the heart chakra. Let's see what's going on there, because that's usually where the shadow work goes down. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Gemini, and the powers of the East, please, one card in clarity for the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this reading, what's going on inside of them, heart, throat, third eye, crown, to help them alchemize this action family archetype of the Avenger, this full moon to new moon, October, November 2021. Okay, interesting. The 9 of Flames, which is the 9 of Wands, keyword written on here, the Wanderer. But remember, not all who wander are lost. However, with that throat chakra willpower element of fire there, a desire to balance the scales of justice. Now, it's not the 10, obviously. It's not the completion of the cycle, which in this deck is called the Hora. If you've ever been to a bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, or Jewish wedding, right? It's a circle to Pava Nagila, so it's a completion of fire. You're almost there. I mean, this is a gypsy woman. This is a feminist deck with her caravan van. I don't know what those things are called at the moment, right? Definitely a throat chakra thing if I'm coughing in a reading. But you see the sun just over the horizon? It's like, oh my God, I'm almost there. You might need to be guarding your energy a little bit. You might really need to take the time to rest a little bit, to allow yourself to explore and wander a little bit, to get to where you're going to be right on time. Now, this is about action in some way, shape, or form with an action family archetype. And I'll go with the Wounded Warrior vibe on that, right? Someone who's been through it, right? Rider-Waite Tarot. Come near my wands, right? With the bandage and everything, so the crap kicked out of them. So, you know, keep that in mind. You might have some walls up, some defenses up, not exactly the 7 of Wands, but certainly with the 9 of Flames. We're looking at somebody who is following their inspiration, but making that a deliberate choice, but still, like, stuck on a reef, like a coral reef, can't quite get into the harbor until the tide rises and carries you there. Interesting. Let's look at the lower 3 chakras here. The root, the sacrum, the solar plexus are about the physical world, but they are about relationships. Your root chakra is your tribal relationships, your groups, your societies, everything from your genetic lineage and genetic family to your political leanings. And I said this in I think the Pisces reading, work, career, vocation. In my family, because we're from New York, the majority of us, definitely split down the middle between Yankees and Mets, right? Don't go there, right? So it's like even that is tribes within tribes. Second chakra, one-on-one relationships. Think umbilical cord, your relationships to other people, as well as money, sex, power, creativity. That second chakra dynamic. Solar plexus is your relationship to yourself, your honor code, your self-esteem, your intuition, what you will and won't do. Let's see what's going on. Breathe. Call upon my gods of air, the sign of Gemini. Yeah, ground, Mark. This is very high energy. Please, my gods of air, the sign of Gemini, powers of the East. One card in clarity for the Gemini Collective. So, ooh, my lower back just straightened. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. watching this video, receiving this reading, alchemizing the Avenger with the Wanderer, that feels like the Seven of Flames, but it's like, oh my god, I just have to get over that, but I have to watch my boundaries as I do so. Heart, third eye, crown. What's going on in their lower three chakras this full to new October, November? Queen of Cups, the Scorpio card, Helen of Troy in the Mythic Tarot. This could absolutely be somebody else, or could be you from the outside looking in. Dominant eighth house dynamic, mysticism, other people's resources, money, sex, power, transformation, sex and death, Eros and Thanatos, and all of that. There is definitely an emotional situation going on here, but one that's probably not being talked about, though deeply felt. Now, certainly there can be covert action with an Avenger, but, you know, it's not what you do, it's why you do it. Covert is not necessarily out in the open. Obviously, it's the opposite of being out in the open, to keep something hidden, something covert here. But what I'm also getting here, and again, a general read, I can't know if this is you or them, and it can be both, outside looking in, inside looking out, and both, that there is something very deeply felt here, but a very, very strong intuitive pull. So if this is you, you may not be talking about it. Why would you, right? The Wounded Warrior on the inner, Scorpio on the outer, even if you have no planets in Scorpio, sort of keeping your own counsel, right? There's a lot of emotion here, though, but it's fixed water. It's being held behind a dam so that you're not letting on to people. And if that is part of a social justice strategy, it's not just about, you know, suck it up, be strong, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, but understand, here's the download, understand that emotion and intuition are not always the same thing, right? An emotion can come and go. It's very different than a gut feeling. And Scorpio is certainly second chakra defined. Just saying. Let's see. Keep going. The Mythic Tarot gives way to the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. The Healing Mantra that will help you do the alchemy and the shadow work here. I will also say the Queen of Cups can very much be about deep emotional healing, transformation, ruled by Pluto, weekend trip to the underworld and back again. Do you have your river Styx speed pass? I do. Breathe. Okay, Ascended Masters, General Assembly. Yeah, we're going to go General Assembly here. I don't know if this is involving other people or not. Could all be within the energy field of the Scorpio watching this. So please, what is the perfect healing mantra, my beloved friends and family of the Ascended Masters Collective? For the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. With the Avenger archetype in alchemy, with the Nine of Flames, the Wanderer on the inner, and Scorpio on the outer. Their perfect healing mantra for this full to new is greeting, wellness, balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. I'm going to read it for the bookie book, because even though I have worked every single one of the mantras, there are 52 of these cards in here, I think the author Matt Kahn is pretty damn amazing. Sorry, pretty blessed amazing. Greeting, wellness, balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. Now, let's take a pin in that. Infinite miracles are happening all the time, but if we're out of balance, we don't see it. We're experiencing it, but we don't see it. So when wellness is welcomed, you are taking responsibility for the upkeep and preservation of your body as a sacred vessel of spiritual growth. In other words, you're a spirit that came into a body, incarnation, reincarnation, in order to take this journey, right? So to take care of the body here, the vehicle itself, which is not who you are, but who you're in, if that makes sense. It's an interesting way of saying it. In balance, I-N, space balance, you may come to see how endless wanting only creates more things to want. It's true. When operating from patterns of instant gratification, instant gratification isn't fast enough. Thank you, Carrie Fisher. You are likely chasing after happiness that is out of reach as your body remains out of balance. So if there are things that you really, really want, right, and things you really want to manifest and really want to experience, but it feels like as soon as you catch up to it, it takes off and leaves you in the dust, it's often because we're burnt out, we're out of balance, right? But doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It's part of the learning curve of this. This is resolved by learning to care for the body physically, emotionally, energetically, and nutritionally. As your life comes into greater balance, you will likely sense true happiness, not as the end result of specific outcomes, but as the energy created by taking the time to truly care for yourself. And that's why I'm going to say this is probably, other people are probably involved, but this reading is really about you coming into balance. This mantra is ideal for cultivating self-love, and I don't care how long you've been doing it. You can be doing it since Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life came out in the 80s. We're all still cultivating self-love. Improving self-worth, because you are worth everything. We all are. But that's part of self-estimation. Please, self-esteem is a verb, not a noun. Ask Carolyn Mace. And letting go of compulsive tendencies, right? Instant gratification, I mean, that's from Postcards from the Edge. Instant gratification isn't fast enough. One of my favorite books, let alone movies. Certainly, there is that thing of when we're out of balance, like I can't have the things I want, so I'm going to get this thing that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it can knock us out of balance. And it is very Scorpio. It is very second chakra, money, sex, power, sensuality, right? Second chakra dynamic. So let's keep going. Whispers of Love Oracle, the Party Turner deck. Let's see what your higher selves have to say. And it could be, if there are other people involved, their higher selves too. Please breathe. So call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the Whisper of Love Oracle card for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video? Receiving this reading with the Avenger archetype in shadow work alchemy, 9 of Flames on the inner, Queen of Cups on the outer, greeting wellness, because balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. What is the message from their higher selves and the higher selves of all involved, if there are other people working this with them, this full to new? The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Pretty card. Well, none of them are ugly. The only thing that is real is love. Now that is a transcendental truth, but it doesn't always feel that way, right? Come on, Scorpios. Let's call an emotion, right? But this does say to me that in terms of that greeting wellness, this is about saying, well, yeah, there are problems. Sure, there are issues. Everybody's got them. But love is the answer. So you don't have to talk to anybody about this with the Scorpio card, but to, in the words of Matt Kahn, his first book, and really very much a revolutionary take on things if you go into it, whatever arises, love that. Meaning you can hate what's going on in the outside world and still be like, I love the one who hates, right? Because that's not you. That's your conditioning, right? That's what you learned from people. It's past life stuff. None of it has anything to do with the soul, right? That is the ego and the personality. And you are transforming this stuff. So just make the shift. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Now, if you are dealing with another person or other people in this situation, there might be some triggering going on within you, within them. That's how we actually help each other heal, is by stepping on each other's hidden triggers. I know it's not a popular opinion, but it's the 5th dimensional point of view of things. You can absolutely send love to people. I know, love and light, thoughts and prayers. But you're a Scorpio. You can actually generate the love for their soul, right? Not so much for their ego or their personality, maybe not. But to really say, all right, I'm going to shift my perspective back to love, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. But if there is a social justice aspect of this, this means somebody done somebody wrong song. then there might be some anger in here. There might be some rage in here, some righteous indignation that needs to be brought into balance for you to get the miracles you want on this. But remember, the miracles start inside. A miracle is a shift in consciousness from fear to love, using the F word, forgiveness, as Course in Miracles would say. Well, I call it the F word because, you know, people don't like that word because it depends on the version of forgiveness that they were taught. There's more than one, and a lot of them are toxic, right? A lot of them based on Newtonian physics. Quantum forgiveness, however, is quite another POV. Not that we need to throw out the baby in the bathwater with the old paradigm stuff. It's where we used to be. It was necessary. When I was a child, I played with the things of childhood, right? Now I'm an adult, I put aside the things. We're all growing and evolving. So there's probably some radical transformation you can do here within yourself. But I'm concerned about that Avenger, about the action that you're going to take. Certainly, if you're feeling violent, reciting to violence in the name of a cause, you might want to really, as this wounded warrior, take the time to do the rest, to do the inner healing, bring things into balance, greeting wellness, with the maxim that the only thing that is real is love, and love is who we really are. Strip away the costume and the makeup of incarnation, you know, star seeds and all of that. We are all one. We are all love. All right. Divine Animals Oracle, Stacey DeMarco. Let's see, the author, Stacey DeMarco, unless she's watching. Hi, Stace. Let's see, who are the spirit animals and or totems helping you with this? Breathe. Because shadow work is also the shamanic descent, right? Embracing the shadow. And to have your spirit, they're always with you. It's just to actually call upon them, work with them, can be very helpful. One more breath. You can take more after them if you like. It's just a different vibe connecting to the animal totems. Please, my beloved, the beloved pantheons of spirit animals and totems, please, what is the divine animal oracle that you would have for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, walking with them, flying with them, crawling with them, swimming with them through this shadow work, alchemizing the Avenger archetype, Nine of Flames, the Wanderer on the inner, Queen of Cups, Scorpio on the outer, greeting wellness, because balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles, getting that the only thing that is real is love. And that's very Course in Miracles. I would recommend a cursory exploration into A Course in Miracles by the Foundation for Inner Peace. There are other versions. You want the original Foundation for Inner Peace. So what is their perfect healing mantra, please, for the Scorpio this full to new? It's a tarantula. It's a tarantula. Yeah, you with me, my Italians? Yeah, no, I'm sure the younger generations don't know what the tarantula is, but it used to go down at family parties when I was a kid. Tarantula, got to use the magnifying glass for their microfont. Connection. Connection. Don't understand when the last card is played, but somehow we find a connection is made. Card... Oh, is it just card number 13? The death card in the tarot? Very Scorpio. Okay, all right. Let's see what's in the bookie book here. There is I highly recommend this oracle, not just as a reader, but as a personal system for yourself. Lots of info, only reading you the beginning and the end. Please take a nice deep breath. Card number 13, Tarantula. It is time to bring together disparate aspects of your life. Everything is connected. This is interesting. This really goes with the taking care of the physical body, right? It said in that greeting wellness, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the energetic balance here. When you are afraid or unsure, it is important to know that you are never alone. You can do magic. We all can, particularly if you're watching my channel. All right, so connection. This is about connecting the threads within yourself. A little bit here at the end, because they go into like the history of it and the mythos of it. We want the magic. Breathe. Spider magic, and specifically Tarantula magic is protective and connective. That's a cool rhyme. Webs don't just trap prey, they support and protect the spider as well. It is a mistake to think that spider magic is evil or dangerous, as very few cultures see the spider in this fashion. When you feel you need greater connection to life, or you need support, and particularly in creative matters, ask the spider for help. I mean, come on, the mythos of the spider is ancient. Native America, is it Indigenous America? I can't remember, but the spider like did the first web and then did it and then the next and the next and the next, and through that reality was created. That's how ancient that is. But when I see the word connection, again, it's a general read. Only you know if this is about somebody else, indicated by the Scorpio Queen of Cups card, but also that social justice. Just feels like other people are involved here. This could be about you really connecting to the world through your creativity, right? Through your connection, through your protection of yourself and the support. Now, personally, I don't like spiders and snakes. Is that what it really takes to love me? Oh my God, 1970s lyrics coming through. But I'm feline. I'm a cat. My last name is Lyons, for Archangel's sake. So that's a little oogie spooky for me. Considering what my cats do to spiders when they find them around the house. I can't stop them. They do it while I'm sleeping. But certainly you get that idea of weaving, right? That idea of the quantum web of it all. That as you heal you heal others. As you create wellness and bring yourself into balance, you're creating miracles for everybody. So there's all sorts of different ways of looking at that, and that would be an interesting one to hear comments on in the comment section. I would like to know, what is that connection about? Is this romantic? Is this financial? Last card down. If you've been watching my channel for a while, this is one of my favorite things to do. Reading the mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower. Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. She's got the best name. And this oracle ain't no joke. The prayers and the blessings are here or something else. So we're going to do this for real, but let's get it on the table first. Breathe. As I tune to and call upon the pantheon of all pantheons, all lineages, all traditions, all cultures, even the starseed extraterrestrial stuff, which is tinfoil hat woo-woo land for a lot of us, but it's all one. Please, my beloved pantheons, what is the hidden blessing for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign that they will most likely see as they complete the shadow work for this phase, this full moon to new? So what is the hidden blessing? So that they can ignite and balance their desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society and or themselves with the wounded warrior, the wanderer. 9 of flames on the inner. They're almost there, so they might be reserving and conserving their energy, that protection in connection with the tarantula there. With the Queen of Cups, probably not talking about it, but definitely feeling it. There is transformation and healing involved here with the Greeting Wellness card, because balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. And for them to really make the shift, all right, here we go, New Testament, to turn the other cheek from the problem to love, from fear to love. It is what alchemy is. But fear and love, they are all one thing. They're just not the same. Opposite ends of a spectrum, but the same energy. What's their perfect hidden blessing here they need to see with that tarantula and all of that this full to new? A blessing of fire. Got one of the element ones. Card number, is that 3 or 5 with their fancy font? It's 3. A blessing of fire. Now, check her out. She means business. Element of fire. Don't burn the house down, Scorps. Let's do this. All right, this one isn't terribly long. I just need the magnifying glass for it. But when the blessing part comes, I'm going to do it full out for you. Please take a nice deep breath. Card number 3, a blessing of fire. A blessing to bring passion, motivation, and creative spark to your life and the lives of those that you touch. That is very much the tarantula, that creativity. I mean, the spider takes its own body fluids and creates from it, does whatever a spider can. So here is the blessing. Let's do this. Speak it through me, beloved pantheons. May many blessings of the holy fires be yours. May fire's burning passion, its quick intensity, compel you into moments of action. Family archetype with the Avenger. To make decisions, follow the truths of your heart, and quicken and burn like the flames with the hearth. May you be warmed and sheltered by the glow of these holy fires. And may they spark again and again the motivation we all need to turn the wheel in our lives. May the blessings of the flames that devour the old be yours, and may they burn through the debris of memory, the fallen dead wood of hurt and grudges, and burn through the pain that so many of us feel when recollecting injustices. May it inspire you to move forward with your life, and may it bring down what no longer serves you. May its crimson heat take light within your own soul and breathe to life the flames within you, so that you kindle again and again the sacred inner life, which will warm you when all about you grows old. May you have rising within you from that radiant heart the fire in the head of the poets of old, the ancient brilliance that will allow dreams to ignite, so that you shine with that inner radiance. May any fear of fire pass from you, and may the only flames you tend be those who serve your best self. Let any former harm in other lives from this element pass away now, and let a great spark from the heart of the universe rekindle your love of warmth, your passion your intensity and motivation. Let your warm heart be a shelter for others who come to you, like creatures in the woods come to a campfire. And may the fires within be a place of creativity, of dancing and dreams, of stories told through the flickers of flames. May you always have that warmth and its protection and its ardor for all the days of your life, for the well-being of all. So motivating. I'm going to put it together in a blessing at the end, but I do see how this all comes together, and it's interesting. What weaves them all together is the tarantula. So let's let me get my big old crystal thing here. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's put it together for him. My collective pantheons of the divine, please may this I almost said Scorpio because of the Scorpio card, the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need, with the shadow work that really does need to be done here, this full to new, that on the inner they can really take the journey here right over the horizon, what they want with that Seven of Flames on the inner, with the Queen of Cups, the Scorpio card, fixed water on the outer, maybe being a little covert, a little secret, but definitely transformative shadow work here, so that they can ignite their desire, the element of fire, to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society and or oneself, working with the tarantula magic, that connection, that protection, that weaving, that creativity, working perhaps with the quantum field. You understand how if they understand how the quantum works even a little bit, they know that as they heal, that just doesn't ripple out. It heals us all little by little holographically, because the only thing that's real is love here. The only thing that is real is love. May they shift their focus from the problem back to love, hence bringing themselves into balance, greeting wellness, because balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles with this blessing of fire that they may not see until some of this transformation is done. But that creativity, that passion, that warmth, that is available both inner and outer around them, that they are able to see that, to burn away that which no longer serves, which is shadow work, that transformation, that element of fire, so that they heal, grow, alchemize, and become the best that they can be, fulfilling their role in the divine plan for the well-being of all. So motivate. That's how it is. Shadow read. Definitely shadow read. Ooh, the spider though. It's okay. I can be a little girly. I can be a lot of girly. So if you liked it, please like it. I know it's a little misogynist, but I'm a feminist. I think I'm allowed a little leeway there. If you liked it, like it. If you want more of me, please subscribe. I'm fun. If you want to book a reading with me, you know how, link in the description box. Would you like to preview my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, on Kindle? You can do that. You don't even need Kindle. Just get the free Kindle app. You can read the reviews, the dedication to the first chapter or so of my book. Otherwise, really reach out if you need help. But with that Scorpio card, I think you're doing this all on your own, which is sometimes absolutely necessary. So wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this full to new October, November 2021, my beloved gems. Again, truly, truly, truly outrageous. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.